Ever wonder where Halloween comes from? Its origin story. Let's take a step back in time to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, a celebration marking the end of the harvest season and the onset of the darker half of the year. During Samhain, it was believed that the boundaries between the living and the dead were blurred, and to ward off any wandering spirits, people lit bonfires and wore costumes. Fast forward to the 8th century, when Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints, known as All Saints' Day. The tradition of Samhain didn't disappear, however. Instead, it melded with Christian beliefs. The evening before All Saints' Day, once a time of Samhain's bonfires and costumes, became known as All Hallows' Eve. Over time, All Hallows' Eve was shortened and sweetened to what we now call Halloween. So, Halloween has roots in both ancient Celtic rituals and Christian traditions. Did you know that Halloween has a wealth of lesser-known curiosities attached to it? Let's delve into the weird and wonderful world of All Hallows' Eve, where things are not always as they seem. First off, let's talk about the iconic jack-o'-lanterns. Sure, we're accustomed to carving grinning faces into pumpkins, but did you know that the first jack-o'-lanterns were not made from pumpkins at all? They were actually made from turnips. Yes, you heard right, turnips. The tradition of carving scary faces into vegetables originated from an Irish myth about a man nicknamed Stingy Jack. People in Ireland and Scotland began creating their own versions of Jack's lantern by carving scary faces into turnips or potatoes and placing them into windows or near doors to frighten away Stingy Jack and other wandering evil spirits. Next on our list, Halloween was once considered a great day to find your soulmate. In some parts of Ireland, people celebrated Halloween with romantic fortune-telling rituals. Young women would toss apple peels over their shoulders, hoping that the peels would fall on the floor in the shape of their future husband's initials. They also bobbed for apples at parties because the winner would be the first to marry. And then there are the laws, the strange and often hilarious laws. For instance, in Alabama, it's illegal to dress up as a priest. Yes, you heard that right. No matter how divine your costume may be, if you're in Alabama, you'd better steer clear of any religious impersonation. Let's not forget about the animals associated with Halloween. Black cats, spiders, and bats, oh my. All these creatures have spooky symbolic meanings. Black cats were believed to be witches' familiars. Spiders are thought to be the spirit of a loved one watching over you. And bats were associated with the Samhain ritual, a Celtic festival marking the end of the harvest season. Isn't it strange and fascinating, the variety of traditions and laws that have grown around Halloween? It's more than just a night of costumes and candy. It's a historical and cultural phenomenon. Have you ever wondered how different countries celebrate Halloween? Well, let's take a quick trip around the globe. In Mexico, it's not just about trick-or-treating. They commemorate the Day of the Dead, a vibrant celebration to honor departed loved ones. In Ireland, the birthplace of Halloween, traditions are quite familiar to those in the United States. They enjoy parties, costumes, and of course a good old trick-or-treat. Travel to China, and you'll find the Hungry Ghost Festival, where food and water are left out to satisfy the spirits. Then there's Japan, where the Obon Festival sees people light lanterns to guide their ancestors' spirits home. In the Philippines, families come together for Pangangaluluwa, a tradition where locals serenade their neighbors in exchange for treats. It's fascinating to see how a holiday like Halloween, rooted in ancient traditions, has taken on so many different forms. Halloween, though celebrated differently, brings joy and a bit of fright across the globe. So, what have we learned today? We've journeyed back in time to the ancient origins of Halloween, tracing its roots back to the Celtic festival of Samhain, a time when the boundary between the living and the dead was believed to blur, and the spirits of the departed were honored. We've also discovered some lesser-known curiosities about this holiday. From the tradition of jack-o'-lanterns, originally carved from turnips, to the fact that Halloween was once a time for matchmaking and love divinations, there's more to this holiday than meets the eye. Moreover, we've seen how Halloween is celebrated around the globe, with unique traditions and customs reflecting the diverse cultures that embrace it. From Mexico's vibrant Day of the Dead celebrations to Japan's Obon Festival, the spirit of Halloween truly spans the world. Whether you celebrate Halloween or not, It's fascinating to learn about this unique holiday that has such ancient roots and diverse traditions. Happy Halloween to those who celebrate, and to those who don't, may you enjoy your autumn season.